So we have a 1998 Volvo C70 with an ABS problem, and I've already diagnosed it as a faulty ABS module. I'm going to post a video when I get the part and replace it, but I thought I would try and scan it with this Autel Maxiap 200 adapter. I wasn't able to scan this vehicle with a Snap-on scanner, as Snap-on doesn't support Volvo until 2000, and I did scan it with the Autel Maxisys. One of the challenges was actually finding the diagnostic connector, because the service information says it's in here, and when you flip this open, that's a little change holder and there's nothing under there. It's actually under the console lid here. So I'm gonna change this, install the Maxiap 200, and then I'll fire up the software and record the screens as we go to see if it will scan this thing. I just purchased the Volvo subscription. It's $21.99 US now. Used to be $15, but we'll see. So I'm going to fire up this scanner application. I have several phone-based scan tools, and this is one of them. So it'll probably ask me to log in. I was just logged in a few minutes ago, so maybe not. Turn the key on, select Volvo. The other scan tool did not automatically ID it, but we'll give this one. Enter it manually or try to read it. Let's see if it'll read it. Automatic VIN detection wasn't mandatory until about 2005, if I remember correctly. So a lot of the earlier vehicles did not support it, and the Maxisys scan tool did not report it either, or did not read the VIN, and I had to manually ID the vehicle. This is probably going to take a while now before it gives up. Problem with this vehicle is the ABS light is on, and track off light is on. It has a failed right rear speed sensor circuit, but the problem is actually in the ABS module, not the speed sensor. I've tested the speed sensor in the trunk, and I've tested it at the ABS module. The resistance is fine, and the signal AC voltage amplitude is fine. It also sets a fault code, I can't remember the specific number, for the motor, pump motor. And the pump motor tests like it has continuity through it. It's not shorted, it's not open. And the powers and grounds to the ABS module are good. Okay, so VIN read failed. Escape. Go manual selection. Okay, prior 98 and earlier. North American. I don't see C70 here. Maybe I picked the wrong one. 99 to 2005. See, this is the same issue I had with the Maxisys. I went North American. V70 XC00. I think I actually picked V70. Okay, we're going to say yes to that. Diagnosis, and we'll do an auto scan. There should be some codes in the ECM now. I've got the mass airflow sensor unplugged, and something else unplugged because I got the air induction system out of the way to get at the ABS module. This is exactly the same process as the Maxysys scan tool. I got a Maxysys Elite scan tool, which is a couple $1,000 as compared to this tool. Now I don't know if it's going to report the two codes in the ABS module. Should be two codes in there. No, it's passed now. Well, I did have it disconnected. interesting. The other scan tool would not erase the codes, but when I first got it there were 3 codes, and when I cleared them, 2 of them went away and 1 of them went away and 2 returned immediately. One thing I will say about the network scan on this Autel unit, it's not as fast as some other higher end scan tools, but it's functional. So what is CI or CL? I don't know what that is. Actually, the software in this Maxiap might be more up to date than the software in my Maxisys, because it's a year and a half, 2 years old, and I haven't updated it. Power seat module left, power seat module right. CI. Well, we'll look at the report once it's done. Down at the bottom here, if you scroll across, you'll see save and report. It's at 75% now. I can't remember exactly how many computers the full-blown Maxisys got into. I think it was around 10 or 11. So far we're at 7. I don't know what VGLA is either, but it passed, so we're good. Combustion preheater module. I would think that would be diesel only, like a glow plug controller or intake heater controller. This is a turbocharged 4-cylinder gas engine on this, so it didn't have that, so it bypassed it. That's one of the things that slows down this scan tool, is it tries to scan controllers that may exist, and it takes time for them to report or not report, and it times out. So 8 controllers, no faults. Let's look at the report. Scroll down. It's not actually showing me the fault. Maybe if I click on it. No, that didn't work. Well, let's go back and let's click on this CI and see what that is. ECU information. Well, that's just the part number. Read codes. Oh, I've got the intake air temp sensor unplugged. That's ECT signal fault. That's coolant, I would assume. Live data. Let's have a look at live data. Well, this is engine data. Temperature readings look normal. Coolant temperature is 21 Celsius. That's what it is in the shop today. So, and it hasn't been running. So let's go back. I'm escaping, going back to the engine control module. And of course, when you go out, it tries to read the codes again automatically. As you can see, CI is reading codes, and it's going to report that because I didn't clear it. It's going to report that code. Now it didn't report it. That's interesting. Let's try this one. This is the engine control module. It had a barrel sensor code with the Maxisys scan tool. Barometric sensor signal 422. Escape. Let's look at live data in there. Where's the barrel reading? Air mass, spark advance, ignition retard, knock signal, battery voltage, AC pressure, AC compressor, fuel pump relay, fuel cut relay. I don't even see the barrel reading. Could be called atmospheric pressure, barometric pressure. Oh well. We'll escape out of there. Escape out of there. And let's try and do a quick erase. Now I gotta wait for it to reread the codes in the control module. That's funny, it didn't read it the second time. Let's try a quick erase. Oh, gotta say okay. Escape. That's interesting. Went back to reading the codes from the ECM again. Notice the CI is in red, like there's a code, there's an exclamation mark there. So is the engine control computer. Okay, I'm going to hit escape, exit. Let's go into just the anti-lock brake module and see if it reports a code differently. Read codes. No faults detected. Okay, well, we're going to pause this recording and reconnect the Maxisys and see if it reports codes. Okay, we're going to try and select this here on this Maxysys Elite. Manual selection, we already know it won't auto ID. Looks exactly the same. And I used this V70. I think I used this one. 98, all selection. Yes. Diagnosis, control unit. And there's the ABS module. Trouble codes. And there's 2 trouble codes in here. Now the interesting thing is when I scanned this initially, it reported the trouble codes as 3-digit codes, and they were codes that it reported before were 314 and 443. 314 for wheel speed signal implausibility from the right rear, and 443 for a pump motor problem. But this codes now for some reason it's reporting them as 2-digit codes. Oh well. So there's some discrepancies going on here between these 2 scan tools, but at least I believe we've diagnosed it as a faulty ABS module. We'll find out when we get the part and install it. So I'm going to try re-IDing this as an S70. I can't remember what selection I picked, but it worked the first time through. Manual selection, 98, North American, S70. C70 is not on this list, and I don't know why. And diagnosis, control unit, ABS. Trouble codes. That's better. 314 and 443. Interesting. I wonder if I ID it with the Maxiap 200 as an S70 rather than a V70, if it'll work. We'll give that a shot. Okay, so we'll give this another shot here as a S70. Still in. Okay, Volvo. Manual selection. Don't bother trying to automatically ID it. North American. As you can see, the screens are virtually identical to the Maxisys. All selection. Yes. Diagnosis. Control unit. Now some bidirectional controls are missing. Anti-lock brake module. Read codes. Same codes. 314 wheel signal sensor right rear circuit fault, and 443 pump motor electrical or mechanical fault. Identical codes reported in the Maxisys. So let's save those. Creating a PDF file. Save. Let's see if we can clear the codes out of cancel. If we can clear the codes out of the ECM now, I've got the engine controller back together. Escape. Escape. Engine control module. Read codes. Barometric pressure sensor. Clear DTC. Yes. Codes has been successfully erased. No faults detected. Okay. Let's read them one more time just to be sure. Okay. Okay, so that's all we'll do for now. I'm going to wait for the control module from the US. It'll be a couple of weeks because of this COVID crap. And once I get that, I will post a video on my diagnosis of this ABS system in the first place. And maybe we'll scan it with this again just to be curious. Thanks for watching.